lately because she hasn't been saying when you jump
Say
on.
hello when you jump on.
Hi, guys. Hi, Carol, Kathy, Diane, Jennifer, Kitty. Hi, Fran. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Sandy, Louise, Ellen, Carla, Beverly, welcome. Hi, Karen. Hi, Kathy, Janice, Sherry. Hi, Sharon. YouTube. Hi, Debbie, Carla, Patsy, Linda, Gail, Tom, welcome. Instagram, welcome. I don't always know who the people on Instagram are. They have special handles, and the serial quilters on there every now and then. So
That's a cool name.
she's stalking the quilts down, right? So.
That's in line with the thing I was
Hi,
talking
Nancy.
about. Don't mess with a quilter because they have the time and patience to stab something a million times.
Welcome, Kathy.
I think just messing with that's a capital offense. Messing with somebody's fabric, stash, and
Hi, Linda from Canada. Welcome.
I mess with it. That is a criminal offense. It's just a mess all the time.
Well, I think we got a lot of exciting stuff
we
going
do.
on. A lot of announcements. Do we have announcements as well? Who are we first, I guess?
I'm Susan. That's Joan.
That's Robert.
That's Chloe and Marilyn. Marilyn's here.
Marilyn's back! Woohoo! No boot. She has a shoe. My shoe.
Interchangeable. When my foot gets tired.
So we are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. Windmill Sewing Center and Quilters HQ are in Overland Park, Kansas. Sewing Machines Express is in Springfield, Missouri. The websites are windmillsewingcenter.com, quiltershq.com, and QHQ and the number 2.com. And that's kind of who we are. We do this every Tuesday. Most of you are here with us, and we love you for that. 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we're doing a sew along. That's why all this stuff's scattered around here.
Hi, Susan.
Each week, we're making a new block of a quilt that I made a long time ago. It's going great. Love the fabrics. This week, it's called Flush from Paintbrush Studios. So that's fun. We have some show and tells. Shows and tells. Is it shows and tell or show and tells?
Shy and tell. Most of the plural. Most like octopus and octopi. Shy and tell.
Shy and tell.
Yeah.
Tonight, we've got a really exciting thing coming up. You'll see it tomorrow if you're on our mailing list. If you're not on our mailing list, you need to go sign up because
I don't think she even told us.
Well, now you're learning now, along with everybody.
Part of the surprise.
Right.
We're going to be sending out a digital catalog. So I'm really excited about that. And so it's like a regular catalog. You can flip through the pages, and there's all kinds of links about classes and products and really cool stuff. So that will go out tomorrow. If you want to preview it tonight, it's Quilters HQ /catalog. Is that right, Chloe?
Yes.
Yep. Quilters HQ catalog.
Having hearing issues.
Sorry. I could wear it, but better? Can you hear me now?
Everyone let us know if that's better on the sound.
Yeah, you don't want to get it too close because when I start sewing, he'll be like, hey, turn the sound down. We do have the TL 2010 back in stock. We also have a couple of the PE editions. The Platinum editions of the 2020, which comes with all of the feet.
Okay, we fixed it.
And a signed
certificate
from the president of Juki.
Signed certificate from the president of Juki.
Wow. We got it.
Okay.
It's fixed.
Okay. Okay. Sound is working properly now. Sound check. So what have we been doing? I mean, I think people should probably check the web pages. We've been working really hard on classes and trying to get those going and lined up, and it's a lot of work, and Hopefully those will be going soon. I think some of the
Yeah.
signups are out there now.
Well, one of them's already full, the Bench Buddies.
Oh, wow.
So if there's enough interest, we might be able to do a second session of that.
Hi, Gail.
Probably next Tuesday, because your class
Hi,
is Thursday,
CR
right?
Flames fan from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe next Tuesday we can show you a finished Bench Buddy. They're super cute. You'll
Yes.
like it a lot.
Yeah.
So who wants to go first for show and tell?
I will.
Okay.
Show and tell.
Vicky wants to go first.
Woohoo.
She has a dinner date all
I
day.
think she's over here.
Oh, yeah, but I'm holding off on that.
You bringing it around, or you want us to come over there? Or?
Well, wherever you want it. Okay, before I show anything, on on the third Thursday of every month, we have an AccuQuilt Club here. And Joan has, we voted on a pattern we wanted to do. Joan gave us a series that we could choose from, and we all chose this one pattern called Storm at Sea. And AccuQuilt has what they call a block on board die that has each and every piece that you need to complete this project. And we did this quilt in 6 months. Well, I decided that I wanted them to quilt it for me too, because we have a quilting studio in the back where you can bring all your quilts in and have them quilted. And they also bind it, because they have this wonderful way of binding it. So I actually went for the whole 9 yards and had them quilt it for me. I used, since it's called Storm at Sea, I used the Celtic Sea Panto. So it looks like they're fish in my Storm at Sea. So this is it. And if you can see this, in each block that we did, there were 54
Let me get this
individual
side.
pieces.
You get in the front and let me get in this
Okay.
side, and then you
You
can
have
point
to
it.
step back a bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, in each of these blocks, these main blocks, there were 54 individual pieces. And we did a portion of it each month. Some months we'd have 1 block, some months 2, some months 4. And then we picked out our borders. And then I found this absolutely amazing batik. We carry a line of batiks here to finish it off with. So I was very excited to finish it. And what really excited me is when I brought it home, my husband said, "Who's that for?" And I said, "Well, I think it could be for us." So he's excited that it's staying at home. But this was really fun. And again, the class meets every third Thursday, and we just started a new quilt that we are going to be doing in totally wilder, different colors. So any of you who AccuQuilt, this is just tons of fun to get involved in. And then having them quilt it for me, I was so excited the way it came out.
I think it's beautiful.
So
It's very nice.
that is my show and tell for tonight.
It's a beautiful quilt.
Yeah,
It really came out amazing.
yeah, and Joan picked these wonderful colorways. See how it just undulates. You can see so many different patterns. You see this pattern, you see this, and then just everything. And the colors make it. So thank you, Joan,
Oh, you're
for this
welcome.
wonderful class.
Well, if you like the quilt, be sure and hit the like button. And as always, we appreciate when you share, so we expand our audience.
Who's next? Who else has show and tell?
Lots of great feedback. They love it.
Oh, good.
It came out
I'm
beautiful.
going to let Marilyn go next.
Oh,
Marilyn's back. Marilyn's back, guys.
Oh, yes. Fun, fun, fun. Let me get around. Mine is a huge quilt. You know how that is, how I love those huge quilts. So, you remember the windmills, and you remember the hammer, because I talk about it all the time. And finally, during my Thanksgiving Christmas vacation, I finished it. So, this is the back. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I had,
It's like some Picasso.
well, it's just swirly.
Okay.
But it had the colors that the front has in it, which are wild. And remember when we talked about it, we talked about the windmills of my mind. And this is pretty psychedelic, and I didn't do drugs. So this is the finished product, and I like to do small things because,
I like it.
it's just you can finish it fairly quickly. It only took me a year, it seems like. But
Hi, Jerry.
yeah, I kind of liked all those colors.
I love
really, so it'll go up on my wall
It-
somewhere just to cover something up.
Huh?
That's my show and tell.
Bring it in just a little closer.
Yeah, a little closer.
Yeah.
Well, then you can see some threads I didn't get cut.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
I just quilted around. I just did the framework around these. I didn't do a whole quilting on it because it was busy enough without that.
Did you do that on your domestic machine then?
Yeah, it's just straight line around there. So that's it.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great wall hanging.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Thank
Viewers
you.
were saying it would be a great wall hanging, so.
Yeah, that's what it's intended for. You want me to help you hold that?
You can. I'm just gonna hold it.
Okay.
So somebody was asking about binding also for quilting services, and you might talk about that but this is
Okay.
beautiful first. Okay, hello.
So there's a YouTube video out there on this one, how to make these quarter square triangles. And so this one is finally finished. It's already collecting fuzzy stuff on the back. So I quilted it in the back with, this is Kansas Troubles. And then
That was made with charm packs, wasn't it? Is that the one?
it
with
was
charm
one.
packs?
It was kind of an odd size charm pack that I bought from the quilt
okay.
shop. I think they were cutting their own. So check out the video for it. It's finally finished. I did the binding, and the reason I wanted to show you this is because it's a new product that we're thinking about carrying in the store, and it's pre-made binding. So on a spool, it's $1.50 a yard. It's 2 1/4 inches, not the 2 1/2 that I know a lot of you use. So
Hey, Amber.
your binding is a little bit smaller, but if you
I like that size personally.
if yeah, a lot of people do. So if you're like me and you like a little more binding in the front of your quilt, so I'm used to seeing a 1/2 inch binding. So I just did it 1/4 inch on the back and then stitched in the ditch, and it's bigger on the front. So so comment if that's something that you would buy. It comes in all different colors. There's solids, there's marbles. This is grunge. I think it's called peacoat, like the Navy's
Should be on the
peacoat.
thing.
Yeah.
Or if you've used it in the past,
Or if you've used it and
give
you're
us
never going
your
back.
thoughts on it. Yeah. I mean, 'cause we
So-
always like to know about products that we carry
Yeah.
and how people like them.
So this is one we're thinking about carrying. I think we will. It makes sense. We quilt a lot of quilts here, and for people that like to do their own binding. For those of you that don't, I don't remember how much the cost is for it, but we do. Can I borrow your quilt again so I can show the difference?
Does it come in stripes by chance?
I didn't see any in stripes.
Okay.
But there's a Kansas Trouble. They have like 5 or 6 colors. It's all real muted. So it's from Moda. It's either Moda, their Bella Solids, the Grunge, and then the Marbles. Those are the only colors that they carry. So our method
Hi,
for
Kathy.
binding here is we actually make a bias. Well, it's not really bias. It's straight grain bias. But we sew both sides on at once. I like it. That's my favorite method to do binding because you get these really sharp corners. And so this is the French flip method where you sew one side on and see how the corners are a little rounded. They're just a little bit more rounded by comparison. So that's why I like this method best. But this is already pre-made.
Hi, Debbie.
So I might learn to like it a lot without having to make binding. Marilyn's over there nodding because, that's not a treat. And to have it already made in colors that coordinate with your quilt, see, she could have used that on yours too.
I could have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, sells for $1.50 a yard. Comment and let us know if that's something you'd like to see in the store. So, and there's my finished. This is only
It's just the right size.
4 years. So
little while to make that, but anyway. So that's
Hi,
my
Debbie.
show and tell. So comment and post pictures of what you've been working on, because we love to see those. Especially if you're doing this sew along with us, comment and show us a picture of what you're sewing it in. And then Susan has one.
You need help holding it up?
And if you are out looking at the YouTube channel, if you like some of the videos out there, be sure and like those videos. We've been working really hard to try to get some work done on the YouTube channel.
Subscribe if you haven't.
Definitely subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss out on any content that we have coming up.
When I was still living in Colorado but knew we were moving
Hi, Dorothy.
back, I went to a favorite quilt shop in Grand Junction, and they had a panel in coordinating fabric, and I thought, oh, that'll be perfect for my daughter. Well, we've been back for, 5 years? Maybe going on 6? And I was going to do it for her last year for 2019. Then I was going to do it for 2020. Well, we're in 2021, but I've got the top done. Yay!
Cute.
Isn't that cute?
And it went quickly.
Nice panel, yeah.
That's
Very cool.
Very cute.
Let us know what you think.
I've got the backing ready, and I've already put it in the queue, and it's going to get quilted here. So, but I just thought it
What
was
are we
fun.
quilting on it? Did you pick out a pattern?
Yeah, what did we pick, Vicki?
The ribbon. Was that the,
Yes.
the ribbons?
Oh, because it looks like coffee swirls.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I just love all the colors in it. I think they're great. And the border fabric we have here. And I
We
thought
do?
that worked.
Okay.
Awesome.
I think I saw it over there the other day when I was looking. But, okay, yeah.
Hi,
Now
Lynn.
you just have to wait for the binding to come in.
There you go.
There you go. Actually, I have a stripe that coordinates with this. That's cool. Yeah. So that's going to be the binding.
I love the little beans. The little coffee beans are so
Oh,
cute.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
is.
yeah, hold up the little coffee bean. We'll get a little closer picture of it.
Okay, where's the coffee bean?
Yeah.
They're right in the middle there.
Border of your.
Yeah, the little coffee beans there. A cup of coffee. My favorite beverage.
She'll enjoy it. I don't know if she'll use it as wall hanging or a lap quilt, or if one of her 4 children will swipe it away from her. But
Oh, that's a capital offense.
that'll be between her and them. So you need to put a label on it so they know where it came from, Grandma.
There you
Oh,
go.
You can get your embroidery machine out and make a label.
Okay. Marching orders. Yeah, really? Okay. No, I really should. And
How
I'm
many
not
of
good
you
at
do
labels.
put embroidery labels on your quilts? I think that's something that's been a question that we've had here. So comment and let us know who all
We've
put some
had
kind of a
some that
label
have
on their
laid it
quilt.
straight on the top, and others
Right.
that have done it separate and stitched it.
That's awesome. Well, so like with this, so one of the things I want to do is, so like not everybody has an embroidery machine. If you get this, you can just put this on your machine and use your lettering just right down the side, and then it's built into the quilt.
That's a good idea.
So
You're so smart. That's why we love you.
There's a
I'm always coming up with a way to.
So I think that's a future YouTube video that we need to do. A lot of
Yeah.
people are asking, show people how to do that, and we can put it out there so
Yeah,
more people can give it a try.
we can give that a try.
We'll
Hopefully it
remind
works.
you. Yeah. Now that I have to put one on mine, we'll remind you about that.
Okay, cool. So
A lot of people do put them on there. A lot of the
Yes, yeah.
viewers are saying that they do. So
if you bring us a quilt and you have a label, bring that with you because we can attach it to the back and then just quilt it right into the quilt. So quilts do get stolen, and
Having that label is a good tracer.
yeah, we can whip stitch those labels on, but they can take it off. If it's quilted into the quilt, they would have to destroy the quilt to remove your evidence. So.
capital offense.
But the other thing is there are
think so.
several ladies who have, they're mothers have passed. And so the daughters get together and they go through the bureau and they find all of these quilt tops that Mom had made, and they were totally unaware of it. And they don't know when, and they don't know how old it is. And, they have so many questions. If there was a tag on there, that would make it so easy for them. Plus, it just adds that much more value to the keepsake that they're getting. So it's something to think about for the future, too, I think. It makes a nice,
Yeah, if they're ever, they could be an infamous quilter like Marilyn.
Oh, yes. I mean, man, and she's prolific, too.
Never know what's hiding in your treasures.
No, you don't.
Can we do this?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Can we do this?
Yep. Because I'll need the ironing board.
Okay, we've got another exciting use for the Laura Star, this absolutely amazing iron. I'm already working on Christmas 2021, and I've already knit this over the weekend. And I thought, when I was getting ready for work this morning, I thought, I wonder if the Laura Star would be great for blocking knits. So I brought this mitten set. Here's the one that I blocked, and here's the one that's not blocked.
Now, why do they need to block knits?
You need to block knits so that they, first of all, look nice and are the right size, because you block them to size.
Okay.
And so, basically, all you do I'm going to show this real quickly. All you have to do, like this one, all I'm going to do is put a few pins right directly into the ironing board. So I don't need to use a special blocking board, which is another great feature of this specific board. And then, because there's so much steam, as you can see, all I need to do is press and hold it's blocked. And the other thing about this, if you've ever wet blocked or blocked with regular steam, it's so wet that it takes at least 8 to 12 hours, depending on how thick your garment is. With Laura Star, in 10 minutes, I'm ready to wear this. So that's another big plus of this particular iron. And I can't talk to you enough about how cool this is, because a lot of quilters also knit. So this is another use for your wonderful Laura Star iron.
Thank you. That was pretty.
And I'll take this up
And
because
you
I know
got a
you need
standing
the
ovation.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo!
See, it's already blocked.
Who's that? Well, I guess you
This is from my daughter-in-law.
Oh.
So
That's a lovely gift. You put a label in that, too?
no, I just write and say I did it.
Okay.
Somebody asked, had a question. Are those 100% wool then?
Yeah, it's alpaca and merino.
Okay. And then same viewer also had a comment that she usually embroiders right into the back of the quilt, so it can't come out. So that was another idea that popped up out there.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was. It's a very famous quilter, and she has a shop, and somebody broke in and stole all the quilts off the wall. And
Oh my.
so, it gets worse. And so she brought in more quilts, and they did it again. They broke into her shop and stole the second set of quilts that she put out there. So it's a capital offense. If she ever finds them,
They're gone.
it could be bad.
There was another question on the mitts about how hot do you make the iron
Well, the Laura Star is what, 412 degrees?
Yes.
with
the steam, it's
without the plate,
400
right?
Yep.
Yeah, 412 degrees. And like I said, I just set it on you saw how long. It's already dry. It's totally blocked and ready to go.
Yeah, and you don't have to be afraid of that iron with the wool because it's a dry steam, so it's not going to saturate that wool and make
Hi,
it
Beth.
really wet.
They're
So,
still warm.
you know,
Hi, Carol.
and Marilyn's saying they're still warm.
So when you go out in the cold, before you wear your mittens, just put them on the iron.
Put them on the iron, and so okay. So this
Block of the week is what we're
block of
doing.
the
If you're
week,
just joining,
this is
and
week 7, so this is block number 2A. It is on the website to download already. So you can download your pattern if you're if you want the kit. I think we have a list of people who are getting the kits. You don't have to claim it, so you don't
How do
have
they
to
get
say,
it?
Make it mine. So wait, what was your question?
So Chloe put a link up there at the top of each of the websites, I think, or just one?
Just Quilters.
Just Quilters. It's only on the Quilters HQ website, and that's quiltershq.com. There's a box up at the very top of the page that you can click to get to all of the patterns. I did load the sashing and the cornerstone. This quilt does not get an outside border, inside border. The cornerstone, the sashing does not extend to the outside of the quilt. How does that sound? So you'll get your sewing instructions later. So right now we're just doing the blocks.
40,
this color.
42 weeks,
42
right?
42 weeks. We're on week 7, so if you're joining us for the first time, it's not too late. These are super easy blocks. Anybody can sew. Will you find the gray thread, the 2615? So okay. So I like to sew with the Airfill 2615. It's my favorite color. Even with black, it disappears. I use it all the time. So with this block, we need 16 half square triangles of both the ebony and the this one's called Blush.
Blush!
Blush! What a pretty name, right? So I'm definitely using AccuQuilt to cut those because so easy. They're already dog-eared. So that'll be 12 on this one. And you know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to do a small demo of what you should do to your dies. Yep.
And you can always go back and re-watch these. Chloe takes the block and puts it out on the YouTube channel so that you can go follow along there. So if you're late or anything, I mean, you can always go back and re-watch and catch up. So
one of the things that I do to my dies, because they're mine, and it makes it easier, is I actually put my ruler right up next to the blade, and see, I'm drawing this line on the die, and I'm going to go all the way around. We've used this one here before, but so I'm just drawing a line so that I know where the blades are on the die, and when I'm cutting, for one, this helps me get the angle right on the die, because these aren't actually straight on the die itself. There's a little bit of an angle there.
have we found more of the sangria yet?
It is going to be on its way. We're doing inventory right now, so we needed to inventory all of our fabrics and the solids especially. So it'll be next week when that comes in. So there's that. And so the way this helps me is when I'm laying my fabric across here, I can see what the angle of the die is. So right now I have it laid across like really straight, and so I can line it up. I know where the edge of this die is so that I'm not cutting my salvage in with the block. And when I'm fan folding, I know this helps me conserve fabric because I know where the edge of the die is. And so right there, I've got it at the right angle on the die. Don't have a mat though.
I'll get you one.
Okay. So comment and let us know if you use AccuQuilt to cut. For all of you that were asking, we did get the die, our shipment in from AccuQuilt, so we do have the 9-inch cube and corners and angles in stock.
There you go.
And if you want to purchase, be sure and use our coupon code. It's QHQACC. It gets you a discount on the dies and the cubes and the cutters, everything AccuQuilt.
Which die is this one?
This is die number 5.
Die number 5.
There's 12 and 16.
Welcome, Westy lover.
See, that would take me forever to do. And I'm just going to toss that aside. Don't need those.
Definitely like things that can make your creativity go faster.
Well, if you're like me, you don't have a lot of time to sew. And anything, whether it be the pre-made binding that makes your project go faster, take advantage of it. My granny always used to say, we knew progress when we saw it. 12 of those. And 16. You do want to pay attention to your salvage or straight grain when you're cutting, because if you don't, your squares won't be square. So the way this works, it pushes the pressure down on the fabric and pushes it into the die to cut. And so if you use the stretchy side, the fabric will actually stretch as it goes through, and then your squares end up kind of wonky.
So we had a question, is the 9-inch angles cube needed for this project?
No, I think we're only using the cube.
Okay.
So there's nothing in here that, like I said, this was one of my first projects, so there's no complicated blocks in here. All easy sewing, very fast. Did you know the ends come off of these? And that's how you access the beginning of your spool.
Oh, that's what that's for. Gosh darn it. I found 2 of those floating around the shop.
Did you?
Yeah. Must have rolled away.
Cat must have gotten them, Robert.
Well, that's possible. Those kitties get in trouble all the time.
Okay. There's just a little bit of thread, and it's just flying away.
It's like, where's the cat when you need him?
Oh, I'm glad there's no cat here, because
He'd be going nuts.
your kitty Lana, she would be like all over that. Okay. So let's change out our colors. Need to wind a bobbin real quick. We had a lady in here today talking about how much she loves her 2010.
And she sent all her friends in, too.
She did. She sent all
We
of her
thank them for that.
friends to get one of these. They make bags primarily. She does quilting too, so she was in buying fabric for a quilt that she's making.
Hi, Miranda. Hi, Lori.
But nothing compares to the straight stitch on a straight stitch machine, because our machines that do zigzag, the needle bar moves a little bit. Okay. That's probably plenty. And this is a breeze to thread. Well, once you cut your tail off. There we go.
Ow.
Are you doing sound effects for the thread?
Was that manicure?
That's awesome.
Oh, great. That's wonderful, Lori. Can't go wrong with that machine.
Yeah, let us know if you have this machine and let us know what you think of it. Or any of the other TL series, the TL18, the TL98. So, people do love this machine.
If you're just joining, we're starting the block of the week. This is week number 7.
Got my guide here.
You can download the pattern at quiltershq.com.
quiltershq.com. See, I was using this to do the binding. That's why I have blue thread on it. Now I'm looking at it and wish I had wound more on it. We'll get through it. There we go.
Make sure you hear that click.
Yeah, I like to hear that click because, you know, these straight stitch machines, they have a pretty heavy duty motor and it will shoot out. Okay, last thing I need is my favorite tool.
Doohickey?
The doohickey.
The whatchamacallit?
Oh, who named that?
Donna.
Donna Spoonmore. Thanks, Donna.
Is Donna on? Usually her and Cheyenne are usually on.
I don't think I've seen them.
I haven't seen her.
Okay. And that's why I love this machine, because it just sews so fast.
It's done.
1,200 stitches per minute. Is that right?
Sounds right.
That's right.
It's fast.
It is. Helps if I get the fabric underneath it.
Goes up to 1,500.
Ooh, 1,500.
1,500.
Ooh, there is a rabbit.
Yeah, it's funny. We had a conversation about the turtle and the rabbit. I was wondering where those come from.
Hi, Mogul. Hi, Carla.
Is that the Aesop's Fable?
Yeah, I don't know if it's an Aesop's Fable or
Tortoise in the Hare.
Tortoise and the Hare.
Yeah, the tortoise and hare.
Slow and steady wins the race.
That's right. Not with sewing.
Now with sewing is right.
Well, unless it made a mess. You had to get your seam ripper out, and after you spent all your time doing that.
I don't know. I think with something this size, I would recut it rather than rip it out and do it again. I would just recut.
Carol, yes, we do have the Platinum 20. It's a 2020, but yeah, it's a 2010. Yes, we have a couple of those.
Maybe Susan can get us a price for it.
I think they're $15.99.
$15.99.
Yep, they're $15.99. Hi, Jennifer. Did you get your finger cut?
Me? No. I have. Somebody else did that here. Not here, but in one of our classes.
Oh, she said don't get your finger in there.
That's
a safety tip, Kathy. We're going to have Kathy's safety tip, too, on the show.
I've done that, and it's unpleasant. Not when I was sewing like that. I was actually messing around with my zigzag machine, and I think I had my finger, and it was lined up just right, and then I hit the needle down button, and it went through the side of my finger.
Oh.
It actually...
Did you keep sewing?
I actually did. Not through my finger, though. So I was sitting there going, you know, this is going to hurt in a second. Do I use the hand wheel or the needle up button?
Right.
So, know yourself. I know I don't have the guts to use the hand wheel, so I hit the needle up.
We'll work on that, Jackie. We'll get that to education, see if we can get some online classes for that as well.
For which one?
The B79.
Okay. This is a lot of half square triangles. That's what this block is completely. I could have redid it and pieced it a little easier, but...
This is a throwback quilt box.
This is a throwback quilt.
So...
I probably 4th or 5th quilt that I made, maybe. So it didn't take me long to figure out that, you know, I didn't want to, wasn't really inspired by all the stuff in the books that I was seeing, so I wanted to make my own quilt. Let us know, comment and let us know if you design your own quilts. Or take somebody else's design and make it yours. That's another good way to do it too. Like this one, I know we have several people out there using their own fabrics.
For the sew along?
For the sew along?
Yeah, I can't wait to see their results.
I know. I can't either. So send us pictures. Don't
Yeah.
make us wait.
Definitely.
And if you're watching this video, be sure and press like so that you get more of the suggestions from YouTube. Just like this.
Do we have a giveaway tonight as well?
We do. It's a goodie bag.
Oh, boy. Everybody make sure that you comment. That's how you get entered to win the giveaway. And a cut. Cut!
And you cut that with the pedal, right?
Yeah, I did. So you push backwards on the pedal and it cuts. With this one, you want to put your whole foot on the pedal. It's a little bit different, but you get used to it. That's a good question. How many of you people?
Hi, Linda.
How many of you sew barefoot? There's people that do. They're like, I can't
lot, yeah.
sew with.
Hi, Patricia. Welcome.
I don't trust my own tidiness to walk into my sewing room
Hi,
without
Julie.
shoes on. So I do not.
Pins around.
We got quite a few first-time viewers tonight.
Welcome.
So we are sewing the block of the week. This is block number 7.
Thanks for joining us.
You can download it on the website and use your own fabrics. The instructions are there. We also do kits.
We do have kits, and if it's your first one, you can comment, make it mine, and the kit. And this little doohickey presses your seams without having to walk over to the iron. And I'm not ready to do that yet.
Do we sew the half square triangle by itself?
This die, I think we can order it.
Okay.
So,
And then Chloe will post the code again.
yep. So that would be a special order. That's not one we keep in stock because these dies, so out of your mat you can get hundreds of cuts, and out of your dies you get thousands. So when you're getting close to 1,000 cuts on this, it might be time for a replacement because they do wear out after a while.
Lots of people love the doohickey tool.
Oh yeah.
The whatchamacallit.
Is it whatchamacallit
It's a
or
doohickey.
doohickey? I like the time that it just saves you from, iron, and because it's good enough for the next step. This, finger pressing is.
Well, I think the poll's coming in, and there's quite a few barefoot, quite a few in socks. So looks kind of half and half right now, really.
They must be
Maybe a little more.
tidier than I am because I am not going in there with no shoes on, and I recommend anybody that does. That's at your own risk.
The tool works well.
It does work very well. So we should have 16 squares here, and
So this is week 7, right?
this is week 7,
Okay.
I believe.
Somebody was saying they thought it was week 8. So
It might
maybe
be, and I'm
it
just-
may be week 8.
I think it is week 8, actually.
Okay.
Oof, thank God the viewers are keeping track.
Yeah.
It's inventory week. I know that.
That's all we know
Yeah. We've been
Well,
counting.
since last week.
Well, that doesn't bode
The
well
week
for the
before.
inventory if we can't count up to.
We can't get past 7.
Can't get past 7. Lose track.
You know it's a lucky 7. What can you do?
There you go.
Yep, week 8. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. I love this color with the black. This is just.
Do we have any of the face mask dies in from AccuQuilt?
I don't know.
We had
Actually.
some.
I'll go back and
Do we have any?
I don't know if I ordered or not, or if they're on back order. I know they've been on back order.
We're checking on that, Kathy. Kathy, you are welcome to come do inventory with us anytime.
We'll see you tomorrow.
That'd be a slight drive from Minnesota, but
All night. Okay.
They did not come in.
Nope.
face mask dies are still on back order. Sorry.
Okay. So I do recommend laying this block out so that you get all the shapes going the right direction. Did I? No, I did. Nope. There it is. Nope, just the opposite. Nope. And this is why I lay them out, because I get mixed up with... There we go.
It's going to be a really pretty block.
It is going to be a really pretty block.
Kathy said her bags are packed. You've only been wanting to come to the shop for a couple years. Haven't been able to get down.
So
Last
you can
year put a hamper on everything.
start to see it coming together.
How much is the doohickey tool? Somebody know off the top?
$7.99.
$7.99.
$7.99.
YouTube question there.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
It is handy.
Chloe's all over it. We're slow.
Chloe's already answered.
Yeah, she's already went on to the next thing.
So this one I'm going to piece in rows. So normally I would piece like sections, but this one I'm going to piece in rows because I kind of want all of the seams to line up on this one. A little closer. There we go. And the nice thing about having this cutter like this is you can sew your one piece, press your seam, and then make sure you're sewing the next one the right way. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes something happens from here to here, and blocks get turned around. That happened when I was sewing the Storm at Sea, the one that Vicky showed you. It's like, all I did was turn. How did this... I did a little bit of unsewing on that one. And then I'm going to press my seams all in the same direction.
So you have to unsew, then resew.
Unsew, then resew, which is like time wasted to me. So, I don't know how I did it. I think I might have figured it out, but I haven't sewn anything quite that complicated since. So, not really sure yet.
Oh, you're welcome, Mrs. Cranford. You know he chipped one in today.
Okay, there's one. So not a difficult block. There is a little bit of piecing in this one, but it's only 32 pieces. So we pieced how many blocks in that?
Oh my goodness.
It was 54. And then I'm going to press my seams the opposite way. I just need to make sure that, yep, maybe, yep. So these I'm going to press the seams down.
Was it 6 by 7? 6 blocks across 7 down?
I thought it was 4 by 4.
The AccuQuilt group is asking what the next quilt is.
Oh, I'll show you the block.
Yeah.
Oh. Vicky's going to give you a sneak peek.
We've talked about it on here.
There was a viewer asking how you like sewing standing up.
It takes some getting used to. So,
All right. Here's the next
This is the first block.
First
this is
block.
The center block. It's 20.5 inches.
Oh, that's really cool.
And it requires the 8-inch cube with angles and corners.
Angles and corners.
And it's going to
Okay.
be 96 by 96.
So a good size.
quilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our first block. This month we do block number 2.
Number 2.
Row 2. So it's done round robin style. And so you just keep adding to it.
I don't know why Robin was going around in a circle.
That is a good question. Does anybody know where round robin came from? Like, what is it? Etymology of the word, the phrase round robin? Because we use it in quilting all the time.
Wasn't there a game?
I don't know.
Oh, the knights were sitting
Hi,
over
Gretchen.
at the round table one time.
Yeah. They said, hey, Robin, come on around.
Gather around and catch that robin.
There we go. We're doing good.
Somebody will have the answer.
So far, so good. Nothing has been... There we go.
Do we have information out there for Miranda was asking about the AccuQuilt quilt?
That would be in the AccuQuilt Go Club on Facebook.
And they just request to join, right?
Yeah, it is a closed group. And we have videos just like this. We our morning session, there's enough people that we have to do 2 sessions. So our morning session, we actually shoot. Chloe comes in and we record it so that everybody can. Not everybody's comfortable coming out yet, and so it's available for you to watch. Kits on that one vary from month to month because some months require more fabric. The pattern is free for the club members.
When will these kits be ready?
These?
Typically, yeah. People who have kits.
They're ready now, actually.
Okay.
Shipping is $4.99, so we have quite a few people asking us to hold on to theirs, and we ship them at a month worth at a time. So we ship 4. But you see how easy these blocks are going together. This is a super easy quilt to make. I did some redesigning on it to make it better. You know, things that I've learned along the way. Like my sashing should be a little smaller. And the block should be a little bigger on this quilt. So I did make that change.
The fabric requirements for the AccuQuilt ones are included in there, right?
In that pattern?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's this term, round robin.
Yeah, she posted it in here.
Yeah, it's French from ruban. Meaning
Interesting.
ribbon.
She got a different answer, I think. Something about instrument when you were at sea. They signed their name in a circle to prevent the ringleader from being discovered if it was found. I don't know. So I guess we got multiples.
Yeah, we have the date. Yeah, the term dates from the 17th century French ruban or round ribbon.
Round ribbon.
I still like the knights around the table.
Yeah,
Marilyn made up her own.
that's
I'm gonna go
funny.
with that.
What color is the color of the month?
It is color number 2021. Susan, you want it?
Oh, that's right. An easy one to remember. 2021 is the thread color of the month.
We did
If
not
you're part of the
plan that.
club.
I also had a safety tip tonight.
Okay.
All right. Marilyn's got a safety tip for us, too.
Okay.
First day back.
So now I'm going to piece these together. So when I'm sewing these, I'm going to actually aim for this intersection right here. You can see it. I won't be able to see it on this side. Well, this one doesn't have one. This one does. And that helps me line up those points so that all of my points will line up. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works okay. And then I'm just going to do a couple locking stitches, and then I'm going to line up the seam and make sure it's nested. That's good. Okay.
I missed you, Marilyn.
Oh,
We missed her too.
Yep.
yes. Thank you, everyone.
You have been missed.
And welcomed back. It was there.
What you do, vacuum it up before I got here?
We did. Okay. Make sure I'm on track. Still on track. Because this is the point where I was messing up that block on the Storm at Sea. Was sewing the rows together. Somehow I'd end up getting them turned around.
Do you use a locking stitch when piecing?
When I'm piecing my rows together, I do. Not so much for the block itself. And when I say rows, I mean like the rows that I'm sewing here, I am using a locking stitch. So far, so good. Okay. Maybe I did. I pressed all my seams the wrong way.
Oh.
Well, but it's not pressed with the iron. It's super easy to just undo that.
Wow. The multi-finger pressure tool comes to life again. Saving
So
day.
close every time.
So close, Robert.
Multi-finger.
One day you'll get it. Doohickey.
Doggone it.
Multi-function finger presser tool.
Well, I like the other one better.
Multi-finger.
Rolls out of your mouth.
I can just rename them anytime I want.
That's true.
It's my reality.
You reject.
I insert my own. Reject yours.
That's awesome. We do have fun here in case you haven't figured that out.
Gotta have fun.
And Robert's a good sport. I think everybody here is.
I have. I like that. Yeah.
And voila.
Voila.
Wow.
Let's
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
Let's go over it. Oops. Go over it with the iron really quick. Always remember to let off some extra steam with your Lord Star.
I just did that in general anyway.
Oops. Apparently I didn't get enough. Let's just use the iron to dry it.
Right.
See, she said min multifunction fingers. Amber, you're right there with me. Just rename it.
All right. There it is. So pretty.
And it's block 2, what?
2A.
Block number 2A.
Row 2, block number A. So it's rows and columns. So
Okay. Awesome.
there you have it. All done.
Nice.
So, color of the month, Susan?
The color of the month number 2021. It's white. We decided we're starting 2021 with 2021. Clear, fresh, and
Clean.
unadulterated.
Clean slate.
Clean slate.
Yes,
There you
definitely.
go.
So just make it mine ship or pick up. And if you're part of the RFL Thread Club, you might make note of that. You get 15% off regular tonight. If you're part of the Thread Club, you get 20%. So that's our color.
Marilyn, what's your sewing tip or safety tip?
Sewing safety tip.
Sewing safety tip.
I got it from Cindy. She said, I have one for you, Marilyn. And so she brought out this little tube that the refill for your glue comes in. And it has a nice little cap on it. And I said, so, big deal. What do you do with it besides glue? And she said, well, when you run out of the glue, you save the kit, the thing. And she said, I always am concerned about when my needles are bad and I have to throw them away, what do I put them in? And then I remembered this, and so I put in, and she said, write on it. These are your bad needles that you want to throw away. That way you're not just sticking them in the trash and your husband sticks his fingers in them or whatever, or you can transfer them to a larger container and group them together a little more. But that's a very good idea, Cindy, and thank you very much for it. So just thought I would pass that along to all of you.
Perfect size.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we
love Marilyn's safety corner.
Who's ready for a giveaway?
Who's doing the thing? Oh, yeah.
Nobody raised their hand.
Oh,
Is,
I can't see.
yeah, we're ready.
It's a goodie bag from Moda. It even says Moda goodie bag.
oh, nice. What's all in there?
All right, let's go through
Reveal.
the reveal.
Wait for it.
Oh, it's a seam guide. Let's test it.
Oh, that's a good one, too, actually.
Oh, it looks like it lines up perfect. Yep.
Seam guides, okay.
Handy.
Pick me.
Little ducklings.
Hi, Mary.
And grunge. Take a deep breath. Exhale. You've got this. Inhale. Stickers. Even so, it's well with my soul. And then there's a little panel. The panel's really cute. Oh. This is my story. This is my song. It's hymns.
We could do all sorts of things with that.
Yeah.
How fun.
Hi, Polly.
Embroider all of it.
Yeah. You could make a little wall hanging with that, or Marilyn would make a table runner.
Marilyn can make a table runner with it.
Make something that would hang between two doors that are close together.
That would be pretty.
Would be cool too. That's a good idea.
Those are the old hymns, like what we sang when I was
Rock
a
of
kid.
Ages. That old?
That old.
Bringing in the sheaves.
Might be. Cute, cute, cute.
That's a neat goodie bag.
That is a neat little goodie bag, isn't it?
What is that ruler? That's a seam
Seam
guide.
guide.
Seam guide.
You know,
Okay. Like set in your quarter inch or whatever. Oh.
So who's our lucky winner?
Chloe, are we tallying up here?
I think so.
Are these, do you know on the goodie bags, are they just, there was a promotional thing that they had? Or
Yeah,
will they be offering? Oh,
It was a promotional
gotcha.
thing that Moda sent.
Yeah. So, but we can make these up. Little goodie bags. What a good idea.
What a good idea.
The ladies all said no.
No?
I got overruled. I was pulling for you guys out there. Didn't work out. I usually can override them.
Well, thanks for watching us tonight while we're waiting for Chloe to get our winner. Be sure and watch our YouTube video and subscribe to it and like them. We really appreciate that when you like and share. This is a fun project we're doing. Normally you couldn't make me do a project again, but this one is, I'm really kind of enjoying it.
Who's the winner, Chloe?
Gretchen Schaefer.
Gretchen!
Hey, Gretchen.
Well,
Congratulations! So, it'll be here for you to pick up. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, we hope your year is starting off a little better, hopefully, and we can brighten your day just for 1 hour every Tuesday. We love to have fun and show you things. So I think we don't have anything else tonight. So how do we send off the show, ladies?
Make it so.
Everybody enjoy your week.
Bye.